Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most game-changing rumors of the NFL season. It's all about Derrick Henry, the powerhouse running back who has been making waves in the league for years, and now there's speculation that he might be heading to the Green Bay Packers. Yes, you heard that right. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing, and it's pointing toward a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the landscape of the NFC North and give the Packers a serious boost heading into the stretch run of the season. Let's backtrack a little. Derrick Henry, four-time Pro Bowler and one of the most physically imposing backs in the league, has been a cornerstone for the Baltimore Ravens, who are currently sitting at 7-3 and riding high on confidence. The Ravens have been prioritizing their passing game more this season, which has meant some tough decisions in the backfield, especially when considering the team's cap situation. Henry, with a hefty salary of around $14 million, might be on the move, and the rumors suggest that the Ravens are open to trading him in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft. If that happens, it could mean a lot for the Packers, who are always looking to add explosiveness and power to their rushing attack. Now, why would the Packers be interested? Well, for starters, Derrick Henry would inject a level of physicality and home run potential that the Packers have been missing in their ground game. As of now, the running back room has been a bit inconsistent, especially with injuries and trying to find that consistent rhythm. Henry, with his career totals surpassing 0 carries and over 0 rushing yards, is a proven force. His ability to break tackles and gain yards after contact is elite. Think of him as a modern-day truck, similar to Adrian Peterson during his Vikings days. Over his career, Henry has averaged nearly 5 yards per carry and scored more than 100 rushing touchdowns, making him one of the most reliable and dangerous backs in the league. What makes this even more compelling is the potential impact on the Packers' offensive efficiency. If Henry joins Green Bay, he projects to rush for around 400 yards this season, which would be a huge upgrade over the current rushing attack. His presence alone could increase the team's expected points added per run by over 20%, and in the red zone, he could boost the Packers' scoring efficiency by around 25%. That kind of impact is game-changing. Plus, with his ability to wear down defenses and keep the offense on the field longer, the Packers' overall points per game could rise from the current 24.6 to potentially near 28. That's the kind of upgrade that can push a team into serious playoff contention and give them that extra edge against divisional rivals. And let's talk about the division for a moment. The NFC North has become a physical battleground, with teams like the Detroit Lions and Minnesota Vikings playing tough football. Adding a player like Derrick Henry would allow the Packers to match and even surpass that physicality. It would help establish a more balanced attack, something that's been missing at times this season, and give quarterback Jordan Love a reliable running threat to keep defenses honest. Remember, defense also benefits from a ground game that can control clock and wear out opponents, and Henry's presence would give the Packers that advantage. Now, there's some skepticism on the Ravens' side, of course. After all, Baltimore is doing well at 7-3, and their offense has been prioritizing the passing game, with Lamar Jackson and the receivers leading the way. They might be willing to part with Henry if the offer is right, especially since they're not necessarily needing to run him into the ground with their current setup. Still, the fact that they're open to trading him indicates that they see value in a first-round pick, something that could be very appealing for a team like Green Bay, which is eager to build a roster capable of competing at the highest level. But what about the Packers? Well, adding Derrick Henry to the mix would be a statement move. They'd be sending a message that they're all in this season, pushing hard for a deep playoff run and possibly a Super Bowl. The team's current cap situation is manageable, and they've shown a willingness to make bold moves when the opportunity arises. Plus, with the coaching staff's focus on establishing a strong running game and controlling the clock, Henry fits perfectly into that vision. His presence would also open up more opportunities for Jordan Love in the passing game, as defenses would have to respect the threat of the run on every snap. Of course, all of this hinges on the final deal and whether the Ravens are truly willing to let go of their star back. The trade rumor also comes with some interesting odds, with betting lines shifting from plus 1,200 to plus 500 for Derrick Henry to join the Packers. That kind of movement suggests that the insiders see a real possibility that this deal could go down sooner rather than later. If it does, the impact on the NFC North race could be immediate and profound. The Packers could emerge as a more dominant, balanced team, capable of pounding the ball and controlling the tempo in their favor. Looking at the bigger picture, this move would also send a message across the league. The Packers aren't just looking to compete, they're aiming to dominate. They're willing to make bold moves, invest in their roster, and make a statement that they're serious contenders. And Derrick Henry, with his proven track record and explosive running style, could be the perfect piece to push them over the top. Imagine the fans in Lambeau Field cheering as he barrels through defenders, setting the tone for a relentless, ground-based attack that keeps opponents guessing and defenses worn out. Now, let's not forget the division rivals. The Vikings and Lions are no strangers to physical football, and having Derrick Henry in the NFC North could shift the balance of power. The Vikings, who have relied heavily on their ground game with players like Dalvin Cook in previous seasons, would face an even tougher challenge. Meanwhile, the Lions have been playing inspired football, and now they'd have to contend with a Packers team that just added one of the league's most powerful runners. It sets up a fierce rivalry that's only going to get more intense as the season progresses. And for the fans, this is exactly the kind of move that fuels hope and excitement. Imagine the energy in the stadium when Henry takes the handoff and starts powering through defenders. You'd see that classic Lambeau leaps after touchdowns, and the entire city rallying behind their team with renewed enthusiasm. This is the kind of upgrade that could not only boost the team's chances this year, but also set up the Packers for sustained success in the future. With Derrick Henry anchoring the ground game, the offense becomes more balanced, the defense gets more rest, and the entire team's identity shifts toward a more physical, dominant style of football. Now, I want to emphasize that all of this is based on current rumors and speculation. As of now, nothing is confirmed, and NFL teams often keep their cards close to the vest until the last minute. Still, the idea of Derrick Henry donning the green and gold has Packers fans dreaming of a season where they can run roughshod over opponents and make a deep playoff push. This could be the move that transforms the team from good to great, from playoff contenders to legitimate Super Bowl contenders. The NFL is a league where one big trade can change everything, and right now, the Packers are rumored to be in the mix. So keep your eyes open, Packers fans. The next few weeks could be very exciting, and if this trade happens, it will be one of the biggest stories of the year. Whether it's just speculation or something more concrete, the possibility of Derrick Henry joining the Packers adds an extra layer of anticipation to the season. And as always, we'll be here to bring you all the latest updates, analysis, and insights on this developing story. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Derrick Henry would be the perfect fit for the Packers? How would you feel if this trade went down and he became a Packer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion means a lot to us and, of course, to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news, because this season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. The future is bright, folks, and the possibility of adding a player like Derrick Henry could be just what the Packers need to take that next big step towards Super Bowl glory.